Hello, 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 YouTube. I had earrings on, but where did those earrings go? Off my ears. Hello, lovely people. It is Sydney Island here. That's Island with the Y, not an S. Let's just talk. Let's just talk. Let's just bond. Let's just chit chat about life. I titled this video Transformation Scorpio Energy because I'm going through a transformation right now. I'm going through a transformation of spirit, a transformation of soul. And it's not a transformation that happened just overnight. It's a transformation that took hard work. It's a transformation that took a lot of pain. And I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations to reach this point of transformation. I've seen a lot of pain and I've experienced a good bit of trauma to come to this point. And Scorpio, which is the eighth house, which is the house of transformation, the house of change, the house of rebirth, death, sex. This is all the energy that I'm going through right now. I'm transforming. It's crazy because I always knew that it would come to be. I always knew that I would transform. I always knew that I would just mature and grow and be the person that I always dreamt of being. I always knew that it would happen. I just never quite knew how it would happen and what circumstances that it would happen. And it just so happened to take place during a time and in a place that I never in a million years would have expected that it would take place. You always think that you're going to go through a substantial amount of financial success and you'll be rich and you'll be this and you'll be that. And then you'll change and transform into the person that you've always dreamed of being. You'll just be perfect. And the reality of it is that we'll never be perfect. But at the same time, perfection is real, but it's not in the way that we think it does, that we think it is. Not in that Virgo energy where it's like, this has to be in the right place, right here. No. Perfection has a little bit to do with spirituality and the divinity, which is something that Scorpio energy, healed, evolved Scorpio energy understands. I am transforming and becoming a higher version of myself in ways that I never thought that I would ever experience. And I just want for other people to come across that same transformation because it's beautiful. And that transformation comes from you looking within. It comes from you facing your shadow side. I used to think it was bull. I used to think it was just mumbo jumbo. Face your shadow side, whatever. What is that? I don't know what that is. What? Your shadow side. It's very plain and obvious. And it sits in plain sight. Your shadow side is your insecurities. Your shadow side is your flaws. Your shadow side is the part of you that brings other people down. Your shadow side is a part of you that makes other people's life not so easy and also makes your life not so easy. Your shadow side is the side of you that is too serious for your own good. But it is the most necessary side to take a look at. Take a look at who you are. Take a look at who you've been. I know it's scary. It's scary because the past is always scary to look at, truly. To look at to look at through the lens of truth. It's scary. But it must be done. And if it's not done now, it will be done in another lifetime. If you can't do it in this lifetime, you're going to have to reincarnate and do it in the next lifetime. So you might as well do it now. Look through the lens of truth. And look at your insecurities. And look at your flaws. And look at the ways that you have brought those around you down. And admit, I am not perfect. I'm a flawed human being. My shadow side has been not being able to admit that I simply can drain people's energy by being overbearing, by being too dramatic and too emotional. Hey, I'm a Taurus. What can I say? I'm a Taurus. What can I say? It's so freaking emotional. Taurus is we putting up a front like, yo, I'm tough. I can make this moolah. I can make this money. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. But we have a very sensitive, emotional side to us. And when we're young and immature, we a lot of times don't know what to do with that emotion. So we just take it and we just display it all over the goddamn place. And we embarrass the frick out of ourselves and we drain other people's energy. It's a coincidence, right? I'm a Taurus, which is the opposite of Scorpio. All right. And Scorpio is the energy of transformation. In order to be a proper Taurus, I'm a Taurus sun, right? I have my North Node in the house of Taurus. I have my Moon and my Chiron in the house of Taurus, right? I have a Taurus house stellium. It's all the places that are so deeply emotional and so wounded, right? The only way to get in tune with my Taurus energy is to get in tune with the complete opposite, which is Scorpio energy. Since Scorpio is the opposite of Taurus on the birth chart wheel, I have to get in tune with that dark energy that is unafraid to delve into the shadows of him or herself. That's Scorpio energy. Scorpios are unafraid to delve into their own darkness. They have this fearlessness of the dark. And when you're a Taurus, the opposite sign, you have a grave fear of the dark, a grave fear of facing your own ugliness. And I'm finally facing my ugliness. I am not perfect. And once I free myself by finally facing my flaws and my insecurities, I will free others. I will free those around me. And that's all I dream of. It's not just to free myself, but to free those around me. Because I'm like, I face my flaws. I'm free. What's good? Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. But what about everybody else? Don't they need to be free too? If you have freed yourself, surely they have not freed themselves. So free them too. Scorpio energy. The house of transformation. A lot of the time, especially through Scorpio energy, we transform through trauma. We transform through stress, anxiety, depression. We transform through emotional turbulence, emotional turmoil. We transform through emotional chaos. And as much as we may want to, turn against it and be like, yo, F emotion, right? You can say F emotion all day, but sweetheart, you still have it. You still have emotion, as do I. It is emotion. And there is a reason why one of the most deeply emotional signs rules transformation. Is because you oftentimes transform through emotion. In this generation, this time of day, this day and age, people don't want to face their emotions. People like F emotions. Yo, I'm hardcore. Let's get this paper. F emotions. Yo, I'm single. I don't need no man. I don't need no man to make money for me. Blah, 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 blah. And it's all just a front. It's all just a front to cover up the fact that you are vulnerable, to cover up the fact that you are sensitive, to cover up the fact that you have mad flaws that you won't admit to. The fact of the matter is, yo, I don't need no man. I make my own money, blah, blah, blah. But you secretly, deep down inside, you fantasizing about your perfect man. You want to be the perfect wife. You want to, like, come on now. I'm not saying that a woman needs a man, but a woman needs her own emotion. Emotion is necessary. In this generation, we push it aside like emotion, whatever. I don't need feelings, F my feelings, F your feelings. You know what that's saying? You know what signal that's sending to you and the people around you? F feelings. We need feelings. Without feelings, we wouldn't be human. Hello, Mad Gaming. How are you? Feelings are necessity. Feelings are a necessity. Feelings is a need. You need to have feelings. What is life without feeling? What is life without emotion? You know that joy is a feeling? What do you feel? I feel joy. Joy is a feeling. So if you could say F emotion, F feeling, you're saying F joy, which is something that we all know you want. Everybody wants joy. Everyone wants to feel happy. That's what's wrong with this generation and just like the world in general. Nobody wants to feel. They think it's weak to feel when it's just completely the opposite of the truth. The truth is that it takes a lot of strength and courage to feel in a world that just disrespects feeling. It takes a lot of courage to feel your feelings. When everybody else in the world says, yo, you weak for feeling, you weak for crying. No, it's a strength to be able to feel what you really feel. And so many times I have felt my feelings and I have bashed myself for feeling. And you wonder why the world is so imbalanced, because feminine energy is not respected. That's why in rap music, feminine energy is degraded. Women are degraded in rap music because no one respects women. No one respects feminine energy. No one respects emotion, which is a feminine thing. No one respects feeling. No one respects compassion and empathy. That's the kind of world that we live in. Masculine energy is better than feminine energy, and that's BS. It's not true. It's bull. Masculine energy and feminine energy are equal. Period. And one thing that will help this world to just be a better place is if women love themselves. And we didn't look to the media. We didn't look to the media to tell us what is beautiful, to tell us what is worthy of acceptance. What if you're just beautiful for being yourself? With or without a wig or weave. Yeah, I got a wig on right now. I just like playing around with it. I'm not bashing you for wanting to wear a wig. I'm not bashing you at all. It's not about hair. It's about, do you truly love yourself from the root? Do you truly love yourself from the root of who you are? Do you truly love you? Or do you only decide that you love yourself when you look a certain way and when you make a certain amount of money? Mad Gaming says, I'm a Scorpio rising, Pluto, Scorpio 29 degrees, North Node in Scorpio in the first house. Wow, a lot of Scorpio energy. How's that working out for you, friend? I actually don't have a lot of Scorpio energy. I have a Vesta in Scorpio, which is like a comet or something, but I don't really have a lot of Scorpio energy. I think I have some things in my 8th house, which is Scorpio house, but I can't really remember. Yeah, I know I have one thing. I remember I have a Saturn in my 8th house, which is tough. But you know what? I will prevail. As all star seeds do. Yeah, as all star seeds do. We prevail. We do. But give me a thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button if you was feeling what I was saying in this video. Transform. Scorpio energy is all about transformation. And sometimes it's like, You know, when you're a star seed or crystal child or whatever you want to speak about it, you really you know what you feel and you know what you're trying to say, but sometimes you just don't know how to like put it into words. And a lot of us star seeds, excuse me, a lot of us star seeds, we're drawn to astrology because we feel that's the best way to explain what God is trying to tell humanity. So astrology is the best way for me to explain what God is trying to tell humanity. What's up, reflection? You said peace. I say peace back. What's good? I hope you're feeling peace within yourself. I'm feeling peace within myself as well. You said facts. Thank you. Appreciate that. Would you I would love you to elaborate on what I'm talking about as far as facts, but I know everything I say is facts. I'm just kidding. Thank you. Thank you, reflection. I appreciate you loving my channel. I appreciate that very much. And a part of me, learning and realizing, what this whole thing is all about is really about the relationship that you have with yourself. Everything you go through is about the relationship that you have with yourself. That's Libra energy. But all the signs are intertwined. So it's Aquarius, it's Libra, it's Capricorn, it's Aries, it's Taurus, it's Virgo, it's Pisces. All the signs are intertwined. All the signs are joined together as one big happy family. Yeah. I just want y'all to know and understand. I come here with peace. I just want people to love themselves. And trust me, I have not always loved myself. I have not always loved myself. And one thing I've learned through this journey of like self-love and all that and knowledge, man, let me tell you, oh my God, it's been a journey. I've seen a lot of shit in my life. And I know for a fact I've seen a lot of shit in past lives too. Like, I always wondered to myself, like, how am I so mature? How are you so mature? You're only 25. Like, people be like, yo, like, you mad mature. Like, yo, I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's like 45. Like, no, I'm 25. But it has something to do with past lives and just you living many, many lives. And I just want to tell people that. But people are like, what? Past lives, reincarnation? That sounds crazy. Especially here in America. I feel like the idea of reincarnation is, it's more welcomed and accepted in places like India and things like that. But here it's like reincarnation. What? He said, I have Scorpio Mars in the 10th with a Virgo Venus in the 8th. As a kid, I have been drawn to spirituality. Awesome. As a kid, I have been drawn to spirituality too. What does the skulls mean? What is it? Skull emojis. What does that mean? That's awesome. We can vibe on that. As a kid, I used to be praying to God. I remember I was like 6 years old. I can't even remember what I was praying about, but I remember I was 6 years old. I was in my room. I was in Ohio. That's when I lived in Ohio when I was 6. He said laughing. Wait, laughing on what? Oh, like the skull's dead means you're laughing? Okay. Bet. Keep on laughing. Let's laugh together. I was about to say, when I was a kid in Ohio, right? I remember laying in the bed just praying. I was a super spiritual kid. Like, I used to talk to God all the time. I was only 6 and I was like having mad conversations with God. Like, like, God, what's up? It was a vibe. It was a vibe. Me and God was just vibing. And me and God stay vibing. Nothing has changed. I still talk to God on a regular, It's a crazy life, man. It's a crazy life. Sometimes, I think the hardest thing about, transformation and getting in tune with that Scorpio energy, I think the hardest thing is acknowledging your pain. And I think it's a struggle of acknowledging what you've been through. Acknowledging that, yeah, I've been through a lot. I used to refrain from saying that. I didn't know what that even meant. What does that mean? What does it mean to say I've been through a lot? It just means you've seen a lot, you've felt a lot, you've experienced a lot. This video is about feeling. We have a lot of transits going on. I think it's like Neptune. I can't remember the transits. I know we're having a Taurus new moon right now. And there's another transit going on that has something to do with Neptune and Jupiter. And I have to do my research. I'll probably make a video on that as well. And it's just like, you've been through a lot. What does that mean? And it just means you felt a lot. You have felt a lot It's crazy to even have this moment, y'all. I'm having a whole moment of like, oh my gosh, for real? That's what it means? For real? It's like, yes, sis. That's what it means. It's crazy because it used to I just didn't want to say I've been through a lot because I felt that was cheesy. I felt that it didn't reflect me. I felt that it was just like, oh, I grew up in the suburbs, like how could I have been through a lot? And it's like, it doesn't matter where you grew up in. I've seen a lot. I've felt a lot. And that's what it means to say I've been through a lot. It means I've been through a lot of feeling. I've been through a lot of feeling of depression, a lot of feeling of anxiety. I've been through a lot. Emotion is everything. Emotion weighs you down or lifts you up. Period. And so, yeah, I can safely say at age 25, I have been through a lot. I've seen, my mother struggle with a disease. I've seen my mother struggle with a disease that could have killed her when I was in middle school. I've seen, my mother work hard as a single mom, with no husband, no man to support her. I've been through it all. And Scorpio energy is transforming. It's the energy of alchemy. It's the energy of taking your darkness and turning it into light. So yeah, I've been through that. I've seen my mother struggle with health issues. I've seen my family struggle with health issues, not just her, but other family members all the time. Feeling helpless, feeling that there's nothing that I can do. I've experienced my own health issues as well, especially with diet. But once I fix my diet, I feel a lot better. But I've experienced a lot. And so many people can relate. Thank you, Reflection. You said Scorpios are very intense. I'm feeling it right now. Yes, Scorpios are intense. He said there's a Scorpio-Pluto transit going on. Really? For real? There's a Scorpio-Pluto transit going on? He said, same with me. Yeah. I bet you've been through a lot too. Mankind has been through a lot. That's what's up. I didn't know there was a Scorpio-Pluto transit. Please teach me about it. I would love to know. I did a little bit of research. But I don't really know. I would love to, Oh, you say, no, I'm asking you. Okay, I don't know. I know that there's a Taurus new moon going on right now, which is the opposite of Scorpio. But a lot of times the thing about these things is that when it is in Taurus energy, the opposite sign is always being worked out. There's like, okay, there's a Taurus new moon. So if there's a Taurus new moon, you better believe that the opposite sign, Scorpio, there's some energy being conjured up because they're opposites. When they're like magnets. It's like this. Let's say they're both asleep, right? So Scorpio, if Taurus energy begins to wake up, Scorpio energy has no choice but to wake up too. You understand what I'm saying? They're opposites, meaning that they are magnets. They are drawn to each other. There is no one without the other. So if Taurus energy, which is the new moon right now, if Taurus energy begins to wake up, Scorpio energy has to wake up along with it. So as Taurus energy wakes up, Scorpio energy wakes up. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a Taurus new moon, meaning that Scorpio energy is active AF. Scorpio energy is active AF. I was like, I'm realizing this right now. Oh my God. I love astrology, y'all. Y'all don't understand. I freaking love astrology. Like, astrology, y'all, I have to publish an astrology book at some point. Astrology is my life's work. I freaking love astrology. It said my Venus in the 8th houses makes me attract a lot of intense relationships unconsciously. Okay. I feel that. My Venus is in the 10th house, which is Capricorn's house. I get that. So I have an obsession with like career and whatnot, but I get that Venus being in the 8th house, which is Scorpio's house. I 100%. I get that. Because the Scorpio energy is intense and there's no running away from it. And that's the thing. You shouldn't run away from it. Don't run away from that energy. You having a Venus in the 8th house is beautiful. There's beauty to every placement. Do not run away from that energy. It is there for a reason. It's there for a reason to teach you. It's a blessing. The 8th house is intense energy, but that is the place where you can grow and transform the most. So never look at it like it's a curse. Because I have Saturn in my 8th house, which is which is the planet of restrictions and limitations. You said facts. Thank you. Whoop-de-whoop. And it's the planet of restrictions and limitations. You understand? And you know, I look at it like, okay, at first I looked at it like that's tough. That's tough. Saturn is a planet of restrictions and limitations. Saturn is a planet of discipline. That's tough. To have it in the eighth house, which is one of the most intense houses out of all the houses. But it's beautiful because I can grow and transform in a way that nobody else can unless you share the same placement with me. When I grow and transform, I am changing a whole identity of myself. And it's like you're liberated from the old version of yourself, and you never have to go back because that old version of you died. And that is a beautiful thing. I don't want to be like old me. I want to transcend. And I have Saturn in my eighth house. I'm working out that eighth house energy with Saturn. It's not easy, but I'm going through it. Scorpio energy is mad fly. Like, I love Scorpio energy. I am not a Scorpio in any way, shape, or form. I don't have a Scorpio personality because my sun is in Taurus. I have a Taurus personality, but I vibe with Scorpio energy. I understand Scorpio energy. And I didn't used to. When I first started researching astrology, I did not understand Scorpio energy at all. I was like, Scorpios, y'all crazy. I used to be like, Scorpios, they just crazy. But I started to research it, and I started to have more respect for Scorpio energy. And I realized that I have Scorpio energy within myself, being the opposite sign of Scorpio. That's how it works. So if you're a Taurus, you're also a Scorpio. If you're a Scorpio, you're also a Taurus. So if you're a Sagittarius, you're also a Leo. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Aquarius is opposite Leo. Sagittarius, if you're a Sagittarius, you're opposite a Gemini. I'm sorry. Sagittarius is opposite Gemini. So if you're a Sagittarius, you're automatically a Gemini. You know what I'm saying? That's how that works. You said, are you a Scorpio ascendant? No, I'm a Virgo rising. I'm a Virgo ascendant. Does it seem like it? Do I give off Scorpio ascendant vibes? I don't really feel like I do. I have a Virgo rising. But apparently in draconic astrology, I have an Aquarius rising. So which I relate to as well, because Aquariuses are very unique and very odd, and they have this is your physical appearance, so I have a very unique fashion sense. It's very unusual, so I can vibe with having an Aquarius rising as well. You said fire, that's what's up. Give me them fire emojis. You said, yeah, it's all mathematical. What's mathematical? What's mathematical? He said, yeah, that sounds powerful. What sounds powerful? Me having a Virgo rising? Like, what sounds powerful? Scorpio energy? Let me know. Yeah, I have a Virgo rising, actually. I feel like having a Virgo rising, I used to not vibe with it. I'm still trying to get used to it, and I'm still trying to understand what it means to have a Virgo rising, and I think it just means that, like, I am very health conscious. I'm extremely health conscious because Virgos are freaking hypochondriacs. My God, like, wow, it's crazy. Oh my gosh, I ate a burger, I'm gonna die. Like, that's Scorpio. That's Virgo energy. I ate a burger, I'm gonna die in 3 days. Oh my God, I ate wrong. And I do that. And I have to, like, give myself a reality check. Like, sis, you're gonna be okay. Okay. That's my Virgo rising. Super picky about what I eat. Okay. It says Saturn in the 8th house sounds powerful and transformative. It is. It is. And I appreciate that, it is, actually. I have experienced a rebirth of self many times. And I'm only 25. I've experienced a rebirth of self at age 21. I don't know. I probably experienced rebirth of self when I was a child. Honestly, I don't really remember, but I know that I do experience a lot of transformative energy. Having that placement, and also have Pisces in my 8th house, and we all know the Pisces energy. Okay, it's super spiritual, and this is I love that I have Pisces in the 8th house, and I have Pisces in my 7th house as well. I love that because it's like I'm gonna have an amazing death. Like, I'm gonna be moonwalking over to the other side with that Pisces in my 8th house. I'm gonna be breakdancing over to the other side with that Pisces in my 8th house, because that's a house of death. All right, I got Pisces in the freaking 8th house. I'm gonna be dancing over to the other side. Like, that is one of the best placements for, like, having a blissful death, and I'm excited. I I can't wait to die. I love life. I love life, but I can't wait to die. My moon sign is in Libra. It's John Ayus. How do you pronounce your name? John Ayus. Yeah, I have a Libra moon. Yeah. I feel like that's why I'm so dramatic and like expressive and theatrical. Because Libra energy is like dramatic arts, fashion, beauty, acting. Like that's Libra energy. Thank you for the laughing emojis. I feel like you're laughing with me. Hee hee. Ha ha. I love laughing with y'all. Y'all are my community. Y'all are my freaking community. Like y'all are my peoples. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't even understand. Like y'all are my peoples. Because it's like I have family members who are interested in astrology, but y'all are really interested in astrology like me. So y'all are my peoples. I claim y'all, okay? I claim y'all. Y'all are my peoples. I love y'all. Really more like family. Y'all are family to me. And I just can't wait to the day that my channel grows. I move out. I have my own life. And we do meet and greets. Because we're going to do that. So I have a Libra moon as well. Hello, very rare. I'm very rare too. I am very rare too. Let's vibe with it. Let's vibe on it. You have a Libra moon. Let's talk about it. I have a Libra moon. You have a Libra moon. What is it like having a Libra moon? What's your sun sign? I really want to know what's your sun sign. I'm a Taurus sun. And I have a Virgo rising. So what's your sun and your rising? And also what's your Venus? Okay, because we need to discuss this. Okay, we need to discuss what is like having a Libra moon. I don't have any friends who are Libra moons. I'm like literally the only Libra moon out of all of my friends. I have a friend who has an Aries moon and a friend who has a Capricorn moon. But I don't have any friends. And I also have a friend who has a Gemini moon. Okay, you're a Gemini. Okay, that's what's up. You're a Gemini with a Libra moon. So you're super air, like you're air sign. So you're super mental. You said, I think ASAP Rocky has a Libra moon. I don't know nothing about ASAP Rocky. Is that a rapper? Just kidding. I'm just playing. I knew that was a rapper. I'm just playing. You said you have a Capricorn rising, Venus, and Taurus. Wow. Okay, so you're a Gemini. Libra moon, Venus and Taurus, Capricorn rising. I vibe with those placements. I have a really good friend who is a Venus and Taurus, who has a Libra rising and a Gemini moon, and I really vibe with him. I really vibe, and we both be vibing over the fact that like we both get along with people who are Gemini, Libra, Taurus energy. I don't know what it is about that Gemini, Libra, Taurus trio, but it makes for like a perfect person for me personally. I love those people. That's what's up. So what's it like having a Libra moon? What do you feel? What is it like having a Libra moon for you? Because for me, the moon rules emotions, right? So for me, it's like I'm emotionally indecisive. Okay, like I don't know how I feel because Libras are very indecisive. And then you have it in your placement of emotions. So for me, sometimes I don't know how I feel emotionally. I'm like, I think I'm sad. I think I'm happy. I don't know. I definitely struggle with that, especially in my younger years. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, Cancer moon. I do not have a Libra moon. I don't have a Cancer moon, but that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? You're probably very emotional. Having a Cancer moon. God, I have to pee. One thing, God, that I really trying to like work through is the fact that like being an empath, being sensitive. You have these images and you have these dreams. You know what I mean? Like being an empath, you have dreams at night, right? And you think it's like the most real thing ever. And it's like you have to convince yourself that's not real. It was just a dream. It's the hardest thing is trying to differentiate between dreams and reality, being an empath. I just want to throw that out there. You say, yeah, sometimes it's hard to figure out my emotions. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. He said, I have a Capricorn sun, Gemini moon, Scorpio rising. Wow. Okay. Capricorn sun, Gemini moon. I feel like that makes you very intelligent. Like you're probably super smart. Like we probably got some deep conversations. And then you have a Scorpio rising on top of that. You're probably very deep thinking person. This is just my, what's the word? My assumption or my analysis of that placement. Y'all need to hit me up for these birth chart readings because I know what I'm talking about. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Email me at s.island55@yahoo.com because guess what? I do birth chart readings, and the people who get my readings, they love it. They're like, whoa, Sid, like, you really taught me about myself. So hit me up and get that birth chart reading, okay? You said you're Sagittarius rising, Leo sun, Capricorn moon. Okay, so you have double fire. Sag rising. Y'all know my biggest crush, my biggest celebrity crush. Michael Fassbender has a Sag rising. Oh my gosh, y'all, I love that man so much. Oh, Google him, say I know who I'm talking about. Michael Fassbender. Oh my god, I love him. He's so fine, child. Anyways, Leo sun, Capricorn moon. Capricorn moons. Ooh, that's tough. Capricorn moons, they're like, I have feelings and they're so intense, but it's like, do I share them with people? Do I confide in you, or do I just keep it to myself? That's like Capricorn moon energy. It's like, I'm a Capricorn moon, right? So I'm automatically emotionally intense and mysterious, but I will tell you how I feel real quick. Like, I'll tell you that I'm going through a depression, you know? Capricorns are like, they come off as like cold and tough, but they're some of the most vulnerable people. Oh my God, Capricorn energy, y'all can be so vulnerable and so insecure, you know? But Capricorns are really good people, you know? Like, Capricorns are really giving people. Gemini sun, Scorpio rising, and Cancer moon, says John. Uh, oh wow. I think I got a lot of Gemini, Capricorn, Scorpio energy going on. Okay, Gemini sun, Scorpio rising. Yeah. You're probably as also deep too. And like having that double water energy, it's like you got the emotions going on, but you've been a Gemini. Your personality is like, I just want to have a good time. Like, I have these deep feelings and these deep emotions, but I'll probably like mull it over by just trying to have a good time and making people laugh and stuff. Like, Geminis love that comedy, you know? They love to have a good time, but like when it comes to their feelings, as far as feelings, you'll try to like put your feelings into the comedy. You say curious if I match yours. If you match my what? My placements. I really need better lighting because I feel like I'm losing lighting because it's getting darker outside. I had good lighting. I need to stand up. Better lighting. Better lighting. Ooh. Any more questions about astrology? Astrology. Astrology, baby. I have to pee. As always. Oh my god, no, it's not plugged up. No. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second to like work this lighting. Astrology, baby. Okay. There we go. We got some lighting. Lighting in the house. So what's your Neptune? I honestly don't even remember. Let me look that up real quick. Let me look into my birth chart because I don't remember what my Neptune is. That's one thing I honestly have to say I don't remember. Excuse me. So let me look that up for you. Your Neptune. That's something I actually thought about recently. Like, where is my Neptune placed? My Neptune is in Capricorn. Wow. Yeah, my Neptune is in Capricorn. And I believe my Saturn, no, not my Saturn, but my Jupiter is in Capricorn. Yeah, my Saturn is in Aries. But yeah, my Jupiter and my Neptune both are in Capricorn. Okay, interesting. I'll definitely have to look that up because I honestly just was not thinking about that. He said, yeah, people think I'm intense and serious. Okay. Are you intense and serious? Or is that just like the way that you come off to people? I want good lighting. Oh my gosh. I will kill for good lighting. Oh my God. Y'all. Screw it. This is as good as it's gonna get. I don't like that though. Ooh, that's bright. That light is bright. I can't look into that too long. Whatever. Yeah, having a Virgo rising, like I feel like people may perceive me as being intense, you know? I said interesting. What is interesting? Anybody have a Virgo rising like me? Or Libra moon? I vibe with one person who had a Libra moon. Anybody else? Anybody have a Taurus sun? Anybody like vibing? Anybody have a Gemini Venus or Aries Mars like me? I'm really interested in knowing who has a Virgo rising, because as a Virgo rising, it's like that's not my personality, but it's how people see me. You know what I'm saying? People see me like super like professional, and it's like a blessing and a curse, because people automatically assume that I'm responsible and that I know what I'm doing, and then I'm like, I have to like you know what I mean? I have to prove to them that I know what I'm doing when I really don't. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. And people believe in me and they see me like, you're Virgo rising. You got this down pat, right? Like, you got this down pat. Like, you going to take care of business. I ain't got to worry about you. But it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. You said, yeah, people think I'm okay. I already read that. You said, hi, I'm an Aries sun, Sagittarius moon, Virgo rising. Hey, okay, we got two. Wait, how many Virgo risings? Oh, just one Virgo rising. And that's Teresa Dudova. Is that how you pronounce your name? Teresa. Teresa Dudova. Is that how you pronounce? I butchered that like in a bad way, probably. Yeah, that's what's up, Virgo rising. People believe in you. People be thinking you're gonna just do all and everything. Like, you just gonna take care of business. And then you're like, no, bye. I'm out of here. I can't. I have anxiety. I must leave. Like, that's literally me having a Virgo rising. People think I'm gonna just like master everything. I'm gonna take care of business. And I'm like, nope. I'm out of here. Bye. Leo rising, Pisces sun. Oh, Pisces Sun, Leo rising. Oh, that's interesting. I don't have any inner Pisces placements. I have a Pisces in my 7th and 8th house, but I don't have any Pisces in my inner planets. So people tell me I look like a teacher or librarian. OMG! You don't understand. Listen, the fact that you said that people tell you that you look like a teacher or librarian, that's the exact description of a Virgo rising. They say that Virgos typically look like librarians. And guess what? I used to work at a library. And a lot of the times, people perceive me like that. Like, oh, you're smart. You're a nerd. Yeah, I'm definitely a nerd. Definitely a nerd. I know being black is like, yeah, you have to like kind of justify your nerdiness. Like, yeah, I can be melanated and be a nerd at the same time. Like, come for me. Okay. Like, all black people can't be cool. You know what I'm saying? The whole bullshit stereotype. Like, but I get that. People have told me that too. He said, I must leave. Exactly. Yeah. People expect so much from you. People think that you know what you're talking about. People listen to you when you have a Virgo rising. I also wear glasses. I don't work there, but I am going there pretty often. What do you mean? Going where pretty often? It feels like that, like I wear glasses. And so it's like I look like I'm smart. People associate intelligence with wearing glasses. I don't get it. I don't freaking get it. Oh, the library. I need to go to the library more often. Honestly, like, I need to go to the library. I got mad books though, y'all. I got mad books. I don't read as much as I used to, but I read. I read. I'm trying to refrain from having to go pee, but it's like it's a necessity, y'all. Would y'all still love me if I ran and peed for a minute? I'm gonna pee really quick. I'm gonna sip this water and I'm gonna go pee. Y'all chat amongst yourselves while I go take a tinkle. All right. I'll be back in like 2 minutes or less. All right. Count down for me. Keep your, entertain yourselves while I'm peeing. I'll be back. I'm back. Oh boy. I need my asthma inhaler. Hey, y'all stayed. I'm so happy. Where's my asthma inhaler, y'all? I'm trying to like retain oxygen if I can find my asthma inhaler. Y'all, I haven't shown this a breath. I need to like breathe for a minute. Where's my inhaler? Oh, found it. Y'all been chit-chatting amongst yourselves? Whew. All right. So what was we talking about before I went to go pee? We're talking about a lot of stuff. Scorpio energy, transformation. I advise y'all to really like for real research the eighth house. Research Scorpio energy. And it said very rare do people a what does that mean? I don't understand. What was I saying before? I was saying to research the Scorpio energy and research the house of Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're a Scorpio or not. And the thing that I have realized through astrology is that people have this thing where they use their ego. Like they're so attached to their ego when it comes to astrology. And if someone talks shit about their zodiac sign, they're like, oh my gosh, why y'all always hating on Tauruses? Why y'all always hating on Pisces? Blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, that's not the point. It's not about you. It's not about your personality. The reality of it is it's about an energy. It's about the energy of a sign. And that's what I have learned through astrology is that people want to come at Tauruses. I'm a Taurus sun. I don't care. You can hate on Tauruses all day. But if you can control and hone in on your own Taurus powers, what does it matter what anybody else have to say? They obviously have not experienced the best of a Taurus, for an example. You know what I'm saying? So it's like whatever. And that's the issue with astrology. I've seen in the comments sometimes people get so full of themselves where they're like, yo, you coming at me, you coming at me. And it's just like, no, I'm really not. I don't know you. Like I've never met you. So obviously I can't possibly be coming at you because I've never met you. But people take things so personally. And it's just like you can free yourself once you just stop taking things personally because nothing is about you. And that's the thing that like people hurt themselves because they're so attached to their ego. And the ego is the thing that wants to protect. It wants to protect you. So that energy of like, who you talking to? You think you talking to me? That's that protective energy. It's the energy of defense. I'm going to protect my sign. But the reality of it is that I'm not talking about you. I don't even know you. That's the biggest issue I feel like people have is not understanding that when I say research Scorpio energy, I mean Scorpio energy. I don't mean people who are Scorpios. It's not about the people. It's not about the people who have Scorpio energy. Scorpio personalities. Not Scorpio energy, but people who have Scorpio personalities. It's not about Scorpio personality people. Because that's just a masculine representation of Scorpio. The sun is the masculine representation. The moon is the feminine. So if you even trying to, discover Scorpio energy as far as human form goes, study Scorpio moon people rather than Scorpio sun people. Because that's like a deeper placement. But honestly, you can study it all. When I say study Scorpio energy, I mean study it all. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node, honey. Get into the depths of Scorpio. I feel like it's half-ass to study a sign only by its sun sign. Because the thing is that there is Pisces energy, right? And Pisces energy manifests in different ways through the sun than through the moon, then through the rising, then through the Mars, then through the Venus, then through the North Node, the Lilith, the Chiron. There's Scorpio sun, and then there's Scorpio Mars, and they're different. Similar energy, right? Like the same energy, but it manifests in different ways through your personality, through your behavior. I just want to get that out because people don't get it. It's crazy, y'all. It's like, I'm telling you, spirit be talking through me, honey. I'll be like, all right, do you think, spirit? I'm going to let you take control. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you take over. I'll let spirit take over. Times like this. It said, He said people throwing shade at Leos, they love us. Ah, I like Leos. I actually genuinely do. When I meet Leos, I genuinely do like Leos. I feel like I vibe more with male Leos than female Leos typically. Um, but I do vibe with Leos in general. I think it's because I'm a fixed sign and Leo's fixed, and we just vibe like that. You said my sun is cusp 7th and 8th house. Okay, so you're Scorpio, Libra cusp. Okay. And then somebody else says their sun is in the 8th house too. So we got a lot of Scorpio energy going on. Let's see. I just think people with sun in the 8th house are hella interesting. Well, I guess I'm not interesting. But yeah, I get that. 8th house, Scorpio energy. Like, my most viewed video on YouTube is why Scorpios are so sexy. And you'll have to understand, it's not about Scorpio people just being great and better than everybody else. It's not that. It's just Scorpio energy in general. It's about the depth of humanity. Everybody has Scorpio energy within them. Everybody. Just like everybody has Pisces, Taurus, Libra, everybody has energy of every zodiac sign within them. Okay, so if you are watching a video that's about Scorpios, for example, they're not just talking about Scorpio suns. They're talking about you too, even if you're a Libra sun, for example. Because all of this is one. They all mush together. And that's what God has put me on this planet to do, to teach about. Is to teach that, we're all one. There's not nothing, we're not separate. You know what I'm saying? It's the same for like things like racism, for example. It's like blacks, whites. We're not separate. We may feel that we are, but we're really not. We're on this planet together for a reason. And it has to be worked out. We have to work it out together. Or else we can't. Like, we're on this planet together. We have to work it out. When it comes to like things like racism, we have to work it out together, or else we're screwed. You can't say screw it to one race. You can't. You cannot. It is impossible. You may think that you're doing that, but it's not possible. You're on the same planet, the same field of energy, the same field of living with a group of people or with a sign, a zodiac sign. Therefore, we're doing this together. We have to figure it out together. Why you got Saturn in your 9th, your 10th, You can't have Saturn in more than one house, can you? I don't think you can have Saturn in more than one house. You say, could you say the deeper planets are the unconscious mind? It's aspects of us we keep hidden. Mainstream astrology mainly talks about the sun sign. Shaking my head. I get that. I feel that, like. And people, the thing that really frustrates me, oh my God, as an astrologer who's also a YouTuber, the thing that frustrates me is that people will click on a sign. People will click on a video quickly when it's about a sun sign. So when you're making videos about that deep shit, like North Node and Chiron and shit, when you're making videos about the deep shit, people won't even watch it. And that's the stuff that they really need to watch. But when you make a video about the sun sign, people will click that so fast. My Why Scorpio Sun video has almost 23,000 views because people fuck with sun signs and all of that way more than the deeper placements, the placements that they should be learning about. That's when it gets like a little bit irritating. It is like, okay, I'm about to get paid from YouTube again, right? Y'all are my family. I'm open with y'all. I'm only gonna get paid $100. I'm gonna get paid over $100, a little over like $104. My next YouTube check, which is next Friday, right? And it's like, I know that the universe is, they do what they do in the way that they do it, and I just have to accept it. But the fact that people don't watch my North Node videos as much as they do sun sign, it's like, but y'all need this. Y'all need the North Node videos. This is really what's going to help y'all as far as your life path and your destiny. This is the big stuff, the deep stuff. But people only want to graze the surface. And that's what kind of bothers me as someone who is a person who posts astrology videos. You know what I'm saying? And I can't force you to watch the North Node videos. I can't do that. I'm just going to put them out there and in hopes that the people who need to hear it, hears it and watches it. You know what I'm saying? Teresa says, I have a Venus in Pisces and my sun is in Aries. Interesting. Oh, I was about to say the same for my crush Michael Fassbender, but he actually has a Mars in Pisces, Sun in Aries. That Librarian Virgo rising, and people are sometimes surprised by my much softer side when they get more close. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it's like to have Virgo rising. Like we may come off as cold to people, but like, nah, we're super emotional, super sensitive. Like I'm very sensitive, but having that Virgo rising, I come off like hardcore, mature, responsible, blah, blah, blah. But it was just a facade. It's just how people see you, but it's not necessarily like who you actually are. And the thing about the risings is typically that's your potential. That's who you could be. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy that you should be working with. But sometimes you fall short, and that's life. You just got to work with it. You say, yeah, facts. You just learn it. Learn what? What are we talking about? He said, no, you were interesting as well. Wait, who's interesting? Me? I appreciate that if he's, saying it's me. He said that Libra moon talking right now. He said that Libra moon is talking right now. Like, wait, what part? What part was I saying that was like Libra moon? Is that someone told me that if a house doesn't have a planet, the planet closest to it is assigned to it. That's interesting. I've never heard that before. Now, when it comes to me, I'm still a newbie. I'm still a baby. I'm an amateur astrologer. I've been studying astrology for the past 6 years. Yeah, I've been studying it since I was 18, and I'm 25 now. So I don't know everything. I'm still learning. But I made a video called "Empty Houses in Astrology," and from my research, I heard that the empty house means that there's less karma here. It means that you don't have to worry about this planet as much as the other planets. I mean, this house. I mean, excuse me, you don't have to worry about this house as much as the other houses. Because it's like, let's say your fifth house has like 3 or 4 planets. That means that the fifth house is very significant to you in your karma. But if you have an empty house, no planets, that means you don't have to worry about that planet as much. I mean, that house as much. That's what I learned, but I'm still learning. So teach me, you know what I'm saying? I teach y'all, but I love it when y'all teach me as well. He said, when you said we are here together as one. Oh, oh, okay. So that's what you said about the Libra moon. Okay, I get it. I get it. What's the significance of Neptune? I have it in the first house. Neptune. The crazy thing is they say Jupiter rules Pisces and Sag, but Neptune also rules Pisces. And Neptune is a planet of dreams, illusions, and delusions. It's a very mystical planet, very mystical, very dreamy, very spiritual. And if you have this in your first house, this has something to do with your identity. The first house is Aries house, and that's your identity, that's yourself. So you as a person, you with your identity, you as yourself when you're alone has a lot to do with your spirituality and your dreams, your aspirations, your beliefs. You know what I'm saying? What else does Pisces represent? Yeah, it's a very dreamy planet. So when it comes to your identity, you may come off as very dreamy to people. Like people may perceive you one way, but then you may be another way. You know what I mean? Because it's almost like having a Pisces rising, having a Neptune in the first house. It's almost like having a Pisces rising, and that pretty much means that people may be a little bit like they may think that you're, for example, Ellen DeGeneres is a Pisces rising, right? I believe she's Aquarius. I think she's Aquarius sun. And for the longest, everybody thought she was this nice lady. Everybody thought she was super nice, super fun, super sweet, like a super social, just loving person. And then turns out that she's like cold, just a very cold, some say mean, rude kind of person. And that's her Pisces rising. Pisces is a sign of delusion, so she's good at using that to her advantage and coming off like I'm a good person when secretly I'm mean. You know what I mean? So having a Neptune in the first house, this could also be the opposite. You can come off as mean when you're actually nice. But having a Neptune in your first house, when it comes to you as a person, you may come off very different than who you actually are to people. And you may be a little bit like deceptive, and manipulative on the dark end of things. On the other end of things, you have great healing abilities. When it comes to your personality, you can heal through your personality. And people may perceive you instantly as someone who is a healer, someone who is loving. You know what I'm saying? So that's Neptune in the first house. That's just a little brief explanation, but I will go deeper into this in other videos. You said interesting, John. Please pronounce your last name for me. Is it Ayus? Ayus? I can't pronounce that. Wow, I've been going live for an hour. Whoa, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love it when I'm just like so wrapped up in talking about this stuff that I'm like, oh wow, I've been talking for an hour. I said, oh wow, that's deep. Thanks. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I try. I've been researching this stuff for the past 6 years, so I hope that I'm of service to someone with all of my knowledge. That's one thing about studying astrology is that I don't want to just be of service to myself. You know what I mean? Especially having that Aries South node, Libra North node, I have to be of service to other people. You know what I'm saying? Is this my first live stream? No, this is one of many. I have done many, many, many live videos over the past, year, I would say. But no, this is not my first live stream. So so does that make your chart ruler Mercury? For me, yes. You mean having a Virgo rising? Yes. Mercury is my chart ruler. And then I believe my second is Saturn, I believe, because it's Capricorn energy. But I could be wrong. I don't even remember. But I do think Mercury is my chart ruler since I have a Virgo rising. And that's very, very true for me because I'm also a life path number 5, which Mercury rules the number 5 life paths as well. And life path comes from your birth date and all that kind of stuff. It's similar to astrology, but it's different. It's numbers. So yeah, I have double Mercury. Mercury rules my birth chart and also rules my life path number. So that's why I'm so like analytical and like I'm just such a geek. Mercury is geek energy, like strong geek energy. I'm a huge freaking geek. My chart ruler is Saturn. Okay. So I'm like, I'm close. I can feel that. Saturn has a huge influence in my chart as well. So I can feel that. I also have Mars and Leo in the 10th house. That's what's up. Beyonce Knowles has a Mars in Leo. I mentioned this in a video that I'm about to upload very soon. It's called Illnesses and Injuries of the Zodiac Signs, like what they're prone to. And I mentioned Beyonce has a Mars in Leo, baby. Yeah, she's a Virgo though. Yeah, she's a powerful Virgo, very powerful. You said the name right. You also come off as compassionate. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I try. I am. I am. I will say that I am. I will say that when people come to me and like they're crying, I can't help but to cry. Like if you cry in front of me, I'm gonna cry. I can't help it. It's just instinct. And I'd be like, I used to really beat myself up about it. Like you were too sensitive. How come when somebody cries, you have to cry with them? You're so weak. And I realized that's not a weakness. It's a strength. It's a strength to be able to cry with someone because people need that. People need someone that can cry with them. And that's something that I've definitely learned is that it's not a weakness to cry. It's not a weakness to feel other people's pain. You said empath. Definitely, that's what's up. Empath in the house. Huge empath. And yeah, I definitely do. I feel it. I feel people's pain and it hurts, man. It hurts. I have a crush and he's a Scorpio sun, Leo moon, Capricorn rising. That's really confusing sometimes. The serious Capricorn rising and suddenly the playful Leo moon. Then bye, I want to be alone. Yeah. I think he probably is conflicted within himself. Okay, let's just put that out there. If you're confused, he's probably confused too. Okay, let me say that right there. He probably is like, let's see, he's a Scorpio sun, Leo moon, Capricorn rising. I dated a Leo. He was a Leo sun, And he had that secretive energy. He may have had Scorpio in his chart, but I don't know. I know for a fact he was a Leo. And he had that energy too, where he'd be like playful and joking around, hee hee ha ha. And the next minute, he'd be like super mysterious and for no reason. It'd be like, you're being mysterious for no reason. Like, stop. Like, and so I get that. So I don't have all the answers, but I will say he's probably conflicted within himself, honey. He probably don't know who he is. He probably like, you know what I'm saying? Like Kanye West. We have these clips of Kanye West laughing, joking around, smiling, and then all of a sudden he's serious. It's like that bipolar energy. He's probably like, I don't know how to feel right now. You know, so let him be. Let him figure it out on his own. Okay. Don't try to control him. You said I'm an empath, but Capricorn Moon is like, I don't. Oh, I have one of my bestest friends is a Capricorn Moon. She's a Cancer Sun. All Capricorn Moons are going to be different, but what I can say about Capricorn Moons is they're really hard on themselves. Like they're so hard on themselves, and I feel like they're very much prone to like mood swings, mood disorders, and just like really freaking hard on themselves. And super emotional. They may not admit it, but they're very emotional. Capricorn Moon people. He said, if your Mars is in Aries like mine, that means your perfect partner is probably in Aries. I don't know. My biggest celebrity crush, Michael Fassbender, is in Aries. Okay. Like, they say that if you're a woman, your Mars is who you're physically attracted to in like, you know, the opposite sex. But for me, I'm bisexual. So it's like, whatever. Like, I guess I'm distracted to Aries energy in both males and females. But yes, I wouldn't say my perfect partner. I heard that Venus was more so your partner. Your like perfect or ideal partner. Since Venus is very idealistic energy, right? Mars is more so your primal physical sexual instincts. So sexually, I'm attracted to Aries type people. Yes, absolutely. No doubt about it. Aries men, hot, hot, hot. Period. You said, thank you. I think so also. About what did we talk about? About oh yeah, we were talking about the your crush. Yeah. I'm glad you agree. If you have any more questions, just ask me. He said, reflection said, yeah, what question did I even ask? Yo, I'm trying to keep up. I can't even remember. He said, we need a Zoom. Yeah. Like, just to have individual conversations would be another thing. That'd be pretty fun, you know? It's hard to keep up, though. It's like so many people, but I love it. I love that y'all are asking questions. He said, what does it mean to have a Venus conjunct Pluto? Um, I have not researched enough about the aspects. I can't really tell you exactly. All I can tell you is the association with Venus and Pluto. I know the conjunct is not bad. I do think there's like square. I think it's bad or something. I know there's trine, there's conjunct, and there's square. I'm not expert when it comes to aspects, but what I can say is that Venus rules Taurus and Libra, and that's the planet of love and beauty and romance, money. And then there's Pluto, which rules Scorpio, which is the planet of death, rebirth, transformation, and you know, the underworld, darkness, and things like that. So I would say that it pretty much means like there's you have favor here when it comes to like I would say Venus, and when it comes to relationships, I would say that there's favor when it comes to like transformation through your relationships. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like there's a lot of deep transformation that you will go through personally when it comes to your romantic relationships and when it comes to your finances. That's what I would say about that placement. But I'm still learning. Okay. They said just us nine. Huh? What do you mean? He said, haha, yes, a Zoom meeting. Yeah, someday. I plan to actually do that. You know, have a whole Zoom thing where I talk one on one with y'all. And you know, I was gonna do like live or like Zoom, like video chat birth chart readings and try to figure that out. But maybe it'll come in the future. You say, where are you all from, guys? I'm from C's. How do you pronounce that? Czech Europe, and it's 3:33 a.m. 333. 333. That's a synchronicity. That's cool. You're in Europe. Oh wow. I'm in America. I'm in the USA, Tennessee. That's what's up. You say you're from the London, UK. Oh, okay, so we got Czech Europe. We got London, UK. It's 4:34 a.m. here in St. Petersburg. Okay, so we got where is St. Petersburg? Is that the USA? I'm like I'm not really good with geography as much as I could be. The Venus in Aries here. That's what's up. Mars in Aries, Venus in Gemini. Yeah, we all up late. Reflection. We all up late. You said LA, California. Oh, wait, no, that's not. Oh, St. Petersburg is somewhere else. I want to be in LA. I want to. I've been manifesting, a life in LA, but I've also been manifesting a life in Georgia. So it's kind of confusing. So I don't know. I don't know. Where should I go? I don't know. I'm letting spirit decide. Russia. Okay, St. Petersburg is Russia. Wow, yo, like that's crazy. I'm communicating with people from all over the world. You're in Europe? You're in Europe? I want to cry. I could cry right now. Like you're in Europe. I'm in USA. Like I could literally cry. Like I love that I can like vibe with people from other countries and we could just talk about astrology. Like it's bliss. It's bliss. Wow, this is the most people I've ever had in a live chat before. And I appreciate y'all joining me. Hello, give this video a thumbs up. Join the live chat. We're talking about sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars. We chatting it up. We got deep in that Scorpio energy, and I just love it. I love talking about it, and I love talking to y'all. So, thank you for the thumbs up. You got 8 people with thumbs up, and I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, I just don't understand. From the bottom of my heart, this is my dream job. This is my dream job. And I just cannot wait to the day that I can meet y'all in person and we can discuss astrology like OMG. Thank y'all so much. She said, I love vibing with you. Haha. I love vibing with you. That's what's up. We're going to meet each other someday. For real. In person. Like, trust me. Trust and believe that. We're going to have a meet and greet. We're going to talk about astrology for hours. And I'm going to feel like, wow, I'm blessed. We're blessed. God is blessed. Okay, this is awesome. Thank y'all so much. Y'all don't understand what it does to me. It makes me feel so much less lonely. And I have times in my life where I feel lonely. And then I'm like, I go live and I talk to y'all and it's like, nope. Having that Libra North Node, you do feel lonely. Like Michael Jackson, for example, had a Libra North Node. Same as me. And we suffer from feeling very lonely. Like very, very lonely. He claimed he was the loneliest man in the world. And the thing is that there's always an opportunity to not be as lonely. Like the opportunity always presents itself, but it's about, do you take that opportunity? And it was said that he sabotaged his own relationships. We're talking about Michael Jackson, if y'all don't know, having a Libra North Node. Is there anyone else smoking weed while watching this? I just randomly joined this and I really like this whole vibe here. Oh yeah, that's what's up. I'm not. I was actually sipping on wine. I was sipping on Chardonnay. I drank the rest of it. It's like 12.5% alcohol. No, I'm not smoking weed. I have not smoked weed in a long time. And I made a video called Why I Stopped Smoking Weed because I honestly thought that I was done. I don't know. I might smoke weed like 1 or 2 more times before I die. But I was pretty much done with smoking weed. It was fun. I had a lot of fun smoking weed, but I just, I don't really feel a need to really do it right now in my life. Maybe things will feel different in the future. He said, no, I wish. Honestly, like I don't really even smoke weed like that. But one thing I love, call me a drug head, but I love like sipping on wine and just getting calm and then smoking a joint and just having that, a joint, not a blunt, but a joint and having a mixture of like weed and alcohol, specifically wine, because I'm very specific about the alcohol that I put into my body. Hello, empath, starseed, can't get too crazy with alcohol. But like having the perfect amount of wine and then smoking a joint, oh my God. I used to love being cross-faded, as in, high and tipsy. I used to love that feeling. I don't do it as much though. He said, and also I love astrology, of course, especially at night when I have to wake up the next day. Yeah, it's a vibe. It's a vibe talking about astrology at night. I don't know what it is. Can somebody explain to me? I don't know what it is. By the way, I know this planet, what? I was about to call this channel a planet. I know this channel is very much, it's very like I have a lot of astrology videos. Like my astrology videos are very popular and I do that the most. But I have posted a lot of songs and I do want to post more cover songs to this channel. And I posted Adele's Cold Shoulder to the channel. And I had so much fun, y'all. So much fun filming, so much fun singing. Excuse me. And I've been rehearsing Alex Clare, Too Close. And yo, I have to share this with y'all. I have to freaking share this with y'all. But it's this crazy supernatural thing that happens when I do my music, when I do my cover songs. And when I did Adele Cold Shoulder, it was like the lyrics really resonated with the time that I was in. You know, you grace me with your cold shoulder. Whenever you look at me, I wish I was her. And it's crazy. Those lyrics is like, it resonated with what I was going through at the time, feeling like an outsider, feeling like an outcast. You know what I'm saying? It says Sydney Planet. That's what's up. That's what's up. This is my planet. This is my freaking planet. I love that. Thank you. I freaking love that. Maybe I should call this channel Sydney Island Planet. And I was saying it's a supernatural thing that happens. You know, when I pick these songs, the lyrics resonated so perfectly with, the time. And it's like, it was so subconscious. I didn't realize that I was doing it. But when I make the cover songs, I'm like, whoa, those lyrics really fit perfectly with what I'm going through. And today I was rehearsing Alex Clare, Too Close, because I plan to post a cover song to that. And the lyrics was like so spookily, like, is that a word? Spookily accurate to what I'm going through in my life. And it really like caught me by surprise. Like, wow, like your higher consciousness or God or whoever you want to call it picks these songs and these vibrations. It's like everything is a vibration, and when you're on a certain vibration, you have a tendency to attract a certain vibration. So my vibration was like, let's pick this song, and I didn't even realize it. And so that was really supernatural for me. Like I decided to recite the lyrics rather than to sing them, and I was listening to myself say the lyrics out loud. I'm like, wow, I really feel that. That's really me right now. So there's no coincidence that my spirit picked that particular song to sing. So I just really wanted to express that. It may not mean anything to anybody, but it meant a lot to me, and I hope that it means something to somebody. He says some people have gotten so high on astrology and drugs and never came back to Earth. Honestly, I've never come back to Earth. Like, there's one, I was smoking marijuana and I left. I ain't never come back. I'm one of those people. I ain't never come back. I'm on a whole nother freaking vibration, astral realm. He said, anyone ever heard of an outer body experience? Teach me. Teach me. Because lately I've been feeling like my body could literally, like my soul could leave my body. Like, it's supernatural. So teach me. How does it feel? Because I have a friend who has a YouTube channel. And he talks about astral projection. I mentioned him in a couple of my videos. His name is Youthful Advisor. He's one of my good friends. And let me put his name right here. I'll be like, let me promote my friend. And he would talk about astral projection. Like, teach me. Because I want to astral project. I'm going to put his name right here. He talks about a lot of stuff involving that, astral projection realm. Boom, there we go. I don't know if y'all can see it. It takes time to pop up. But yeah. In dreams I have left your body. Man, I be feeling like I can leave my body. Imagine if there is no music. I understand what you just said with the lyrics. Yeah, it's like you hear a song and it's like, whoa. It's one thing to hear a song and like to vibe with it. You're like, yeah, I like this song. This is cool. I like this. But then to actually like dissect the lyrics, you're like, whoa. That's what is being pumped into my soul right now. Like those lyrics with that vibration from the music is being pumped. Oh my God. Y'all, I can't. I cannot. I cannot. I be having the whole epiphanies during my life, and yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Because music is a whole vibration, y'all. Music is a whole oh my god. Y'all. Help me, Lord. Lord, help me. Music is a whole vibration. And then when you pair it with certain words, words has a vibration of its own. And oh my god. That's why I am a musician. That's why I'm a musician. That's why I sing. That's why I hit the notes I do. This energy is so lit right now. Thank you. I hope that I am being the perfect vessel to channel God's energy. I always be asking God, like, please, God, I sacrifice my vessel so that you can push your energy through me. I will gladly give my body for you, God, so that you can speak through me. I said to God all the time, use my vessel. I don't know what to do with it, but God, you do. So use my vessel. And I let God speak through me, through my music, through my astrology videos, all of it. Period. I'm like, God, you know. I don't. Speak through me, you know? Music is medicine, very rare. It is. Music is definitely medicine. I mean, it's here for a reason. You know, music is God's gift to us, you know. And when you have a musical gift, you really do have to be careful. You know, you can't just make your music about, yo, we twerking at the club and her dress riding up and she a hoe and I'm a pimp and blah blah. Like, no, like it's fun, but it's not lasting. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm in this phase of my life where I don't want to judge people too much. Like, if you want to make music about that, that's you. Do you? You know what I'm saying? But I personally know that I have a duty to fulfill as a musician. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna do that. That's you said that's what the Virgo rising do, dissect things. Yeah, pretty much. I am extremely analytical. Like extremely, like, oh my god. And that's also the thing about smoking weed. Like when I smoke weed, OMG, the analytical energy is like times 10. And that's the thing, like weed is supposed to chill you out, but me being the nerd that I am, I smoke weed and I get even more analytical. And then it just drives me crazy and I feel like I'm having a panic attack. So that's why I stopped smoking. Like I can't handle it. I can't. Again, Venus and Virgo problems. That's what's up. Like I have Venus and Gemini, so Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo, so we can vibe on that 100%. Like we can freaking vibe on that. I really should go live more often. You know, I really should. You know, but I don't really know why. Um, I honestly think it has something to do with just quarantine and the energy that I have been in lately. Like it's just been a very strained kind of energy. But I went through I opened up some type of portal inside of myself, and I feel like that's really one of the reasons why I'm able to do this live right now because I've been through like a lot of strain, stress, struggle, and you know, in my home and just not feeling like I belong in my home and not feeling comfortable in my home. But now I'm at a point where it's like I have opened up the gateway for more freedom in my home. So I feel as though I can make this video, you know. I've been through a lot, you know, as far as home and family and everything, but you know, I will persevere and spirit will make things a lot better for me. You know, I trust that and I believe that wholeheartedly. And I'm just ready for spirit to just bring the blessings in. Man, I can feel it. Like it's y'all don't understand. Like I feel the energy so crazy. Whew. All right. Let's meditate. Let's freaking meditate. Like woosah. Like I meditate a lot more than I used to. And oh my God, the epiphanies, the visions that I be having, honey, it pays to be a psychic. It pays, but it don't pay at the same time. Like, they're not gonna pay me to have these visions. Like, give me these coins. They'll be having all these visions about the future. And I know for a fact I was like some type of voodoo psychic type person in past lives. Oh, thank you. Is it Rusoka? You said your vibes are immaculate. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Like, I really do, because I was just having this talk with myself earlier today, and I was saying to myself, like, I'm a very expressive person, right? I have a lot of energy. I'm very dramatic and flamboyant and theatrical and all that. And there's a period in my life I was kind of scared to express myself because some people rejected that energy. Some people rejected the fact that I was so flamboyant, you know what I'm saying? And so energetic and so eccentric. Like my personality is really weird. Like I'm a weirdo. I'm very weird and unique and just different than most people. And people, it made me feel bad about that. And I was just kind of like afraid to express myself because of that. But then there has been these times when I would express myself and people would be like really like into me. People would really like that. And so it made me realize that I just, was wallowing in this energy of self-deception, of like thinking that I was like just worse of a person than I was and all types of stuff. And I just had this weird epiphany today. And man, life is crazy. Like you just be in the middle of miracles and you just don't even know it. And I know it. Like I know it. I feel it. It's a whole nother energy. Like I don't know what's going on in the stars right now, but I'm embodying that energy. And oh my God. So I really appreciate when you say that my vibe, I could cry. You don't understand. Like I could cry. Like you saying that my vibes are immaculate. Like, because I used to just worry about people not liking me and stuff. And so it really makes me feel good that there are people who watch me and they feel like, yo, I can really vibe with her in real life. So I really appreciate that. You say, what do you think I am just doing here at the night with a joint in my hand? Haha, analyzing the outer space and everything. Yes, gang, 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 star seeds, empaths. I love it. I love it. Keep on analyzing outer space. Keep on analyzing the earth and just everything, and just have fun with it. So I vibe. Is it Teresa Dudova? I'll have to remember that name because I'm going to have meet and greet at some point in my YouTube career. And I have to vibe with y'all. Have to vibe. You said, but I have to go, guys. It was fun to vibe with you all. Good night to everyone. Good night, Teresa. It was fun. I hope that you join again. I will definitely be going live soon. Good night. It's sad to see you go, but get some rest. It was awesome having you in the chat. Like, I genuinely love talking to you. You're cool. You're a cool individual. He said, I love so-called weird people. Yeah, like, I appreciate that because, like, I always was that person where I was like, I love weird people. I love people who are just themselves. And I think that's the thing about society and real life is that people consider it weird to just be yourself. Like, oh, she's so weird because she's being herself. She's so weird because she's expressing herself naturally. Like, yeah, I guess it is weird. It is weird in this reality. It's weird in this society to be yourself. Weird, right? If you cry, I cry. Yeah, I'm emotional, y'all. I'm so emotional. I'll definitely cry. They say weird people are true to themselves. Exactly. Exactly. So they call it weird. It's not really weird. It's normal. You're just being who you normally are. Y'all weird. Y'all weird for not being yourselves. Shoot, so many times I'm just speaking my mind and people are like, you're weird. I'm like, I'm weird. People judging me like, you're weird. Like, you're weird for not being your true self. You're weird for not being your true authentic self. I'm not the one that's weird. I'm normal. I'm normal. On the planet that I came from, this is normal. It's normal to be true to yourself from the planet that I came from. Okay, judge me. Hate on it. He said too many clones out here. Exactly. What's up, Teresa? He said I will. Yeah, I'm glad that you will. I'm glad that you will enjoy yourself and get some rest. Yeah, it's a lot of clones out here. Let me tell you. People are like doubles of each other, doppelgangers. One person does something, the next person says, okay, I'll do that too. It's crazy. And it's just like, I don't like it. I have to be real. I really don't. And it makes it hard for you to make real friends because so many people are like, oh, I'll just wear my hair the way that everybody else is wearing in the media. I'll wear the clothes that everybody else is wearing in the media. And it's just like, okay, well, where are the real people at? You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. Do you think that you were meant to be alone? Sometimes I think that. I feel like an alien. Let me say this. No, I don't. I think that alone time is very necessary. Absolutely. I grow a lot when I'm alone. Alone time is beautiful. But I do not think that we're meant to be alone constantly all the time 24/7 as a lifestyle. I think that you should do that, but I think you should be alone. I do. I think you should be alone. I think you should meditate by yourself. I think you should pray by yourself. I think you should get to know yourself, talk to yourself, be alone. But I don't think that that is a way of life. I don't think that is meant for anybody. I think that we are all meant to be a union. And that's something that I'm learning. It's hard because I have an Aries South Node, so I'm used to being alone. Like I'm all independent Aries energy. But the reality of it is that human beings need human beings. We need each other. And to be alone is cool. Like you should love yourself. You should love being alone. You should. But you shouldn't just decide that that's just the way that it's going to be for the rest of your life. Because a lot of times for me, like when I'm always alone, all the time, like I grow, but then it's like God sends me this opportunity to connect with other people. And that's usually when I like spread that energy, that I have accumulated, the energy that I have attained from being alone. I give it out to people and I heal them. So if you really want to heal people, then you should be alone, but have a balance. That's what I'm trying to say. You should have a balance between alone time and social time. You shouldn't just choose people and neglect yourself and always be social and never be alone. But you shouldn't always be alone and never be social. You should have a balance between the two. And that's how I feel. And somebody else may feel differently, like other people are going to feel differently about that. But I personally feel that you should have a balance between alone time and me time, and don't isolate yourself so much that you feel that you're like deprived. You know what I mean? Like don't isolate yourself so much that you feel people deprived, because then you start to like lose your shit and go crazy. But it's okay to be alone. It's completely fine to be alone, but you have to have a balance. But that's how I feel. You say, yeah, I'm in Aries South. Oh, that's what's up. So we like on the same boat right now. Like I'm alone, as you can see. Oops. I'm alone, as you can see. There's no one around. Yeah, I have my strawberries sitting in my wine. Is it weird for me? Like I just put my strawberries in my wine. But I feel that. I have an Aries South node. And I'd be alone all the time. And I'd be like, yeah, I just need to be alone. Like F people, F people. But it's like, no, that's not healthy. It's one thing to be alone. Alone time is great. Alone time is magical. But you have to have a balance. You need to experience the magic that comes from being alone with other people. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense. My lesson is what you said. What's your lesson? You said what I said about like finding a balance between people and alone time. Yeah. With that Aries South node, I 100% understand. I have an Aries South node and it's not easy. I told y'all Michael Jackson got this placement. Tamar Braxton, I remember. I don't know if y'all know Tamar Braxton, but she's sister to R&B singer Toni Braxton, who's on the Braxtons, the reality TV show. And she tried to commit suicide. And, the more I study her, because I'm a fan, I'm a huge fan. Tamar has an amazing voice. Like, her voice is amazing. And she's funny. She's a great personality. And one thing I noticed looking at her is like, she always had this drama with her sisters, and feeling alone, And I had the same thing. Drama with my sisters, feeling alone. And then she like tried to commit suicide. And I guess it's because she just really felt alone, She felt she couldn't have anybody to talk to. And that's what happens when you isolate yourself so much that you go off the deep end because you have not communicated what you're going through to anybody. And sometimes, as an Aries South node, like I have underestimated just conversation with a human being. just thinking, whatever, I don't need people. Like, people will drain my energy. People get on my nerves. People are rude. People are disrespectful. People are hurtful. And that's one side of humanity. But the reality of it is that there are many sides to humanity, and there is a beautiful side. There is a beautiful side to humanity as well. And there is a side to people that can be nurturing and that can be compassionate and can be helpful. And you do need to experience that as well. So that's what I learned, having an Aries self node. I hope that helps someone, because it genuinely helps me to recognize that. You said I got an Aquarius South Node. I should look into it more. I just actually posted the video for Aquarius South Node, Leo North Node. I literally just posted that video like 2 days ago. So check that out. It's on my channel. You should definitely watch that. And I'm about to come out with Aquarius North Node probably tomorrow morning. So stay tuned for that. I said that helped me. Thanks. So you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad that I could help. I told you I am not Eva Tidney Island. I am the vessel. I mean, no, not the vessel, but I am the spirit. I am the spirit that inhabits this vessel. All right. Oh, I'm just all about feelings. I'm just so my dang feelings. Just talking about this stuff is crazy, man. It's crazy. I don't even know. I just really wish that I could like put people in my body so you can just see what I see and feel what I feel. It's crazy. But, I hope that it helps them, there is a beauty to humanity, just like there is an ugly. And it's really hard to cope with the ugly of humanity when you haven't allowed yourself to cope with the ugly of your own self. And that's something that I've learned literally just today, that I have, ran away from myself. There's a such thing as a shadow side. And I have a shadow side because we all do as human beings. We all have a dark side to us. We all have flaws. We all have toxic traits. And I've just been so serious. I'm like, toxic traits. I don't want to expose my toxic traits. I don't want to look at that. Nah, I'm this, I'm that. I'm great. I don't want to. And it was toxic. It's toxic to think that you don't have toxic traits. It's toxic to ignore your toxic traits, and that's something that I've learned. It's like the biggest life lesson that I ever could have possibly. I could cry. Like, I keep saying it's like I could cry. Like, I could freaking cry. Like, it's one of the biggest lessons I've ever learned. It's like, you're toxic, bitch. Like, you fucking toxic, okay? Like, damn. We all are. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing that you should feel ashamed of, because it's like, you're not the only one. Like, we're all in this together. You know what I'm saying? So you're toxic, but it doesn't mean that you can't, it doesn't mean you don't have good sides to you either. Like, I would just take it way too seriously. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Reflection, for, saying exactly, because that's exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you got to look at your shadow side. You really do. Like, that's the only way to evolve and to move up in life, is if you acknowledge the parts of you that are just like not so pretty, not so cute, not so hot, not so sexy. And that's I'm gonna revert back to the title of this video. That is how you transform with that Scorpio energy. Okay? Scorpio energy is all about transformation. It's all about diving into the darker sides of yourself. There is no such thing as coincidences. Everything happens at a divinely aligned time. Okay? And there is no coincidence that you clicked this video and decided to listen, because there had to have been a message in this video for you. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as coincidences. There's no such thing as mistakes. Okay? You said, so if I don't talk much, I'm toxic. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that you're toxic for not talking. No, I definitely would not say that at all. I no, that doesn't make sense. I would say that if there's something on your chest, if there's something that you really want to say, and you consistently just keep on going and you never say anything, and there's something you really want to say, there's people you really want to talk to, there's something you really want to get off your chest, but you never do, then that's when it's toxic to yourself. It's not completely toxic to be an introvert. No, absolutely not. It's not toxic to be an introvert. It's not toxic to not to want to talk. Today I was taking a walk, And, I was taking a walk because I wanted to buy some wine. Yeah, I'm going to call myself out. I was taking a walk to the dang liquor store to buy some wine, right? And it's this grown man. He yelled out his window. He was calling me, and I ignored him. I didn't do what? What did I didn't do? I didn't talk. I didn't say anything. And he was like, damn, is it a problem for a black woman to say something? I'm like, excuse me? He got an attitude because I didn't say nothing to him. I just did not want to talk. I did not want to talk because people, the energy, I don't vibe with some people. You know what I'm saying? And in the moment, I was just like, don't talk to me, please. I don't want to talk to nobody. And because I'm so used to men catcalling, yelling out that window at me, wanting to, asking me for a ride. Like, you want to get a ride? You want to get a ride? So many times. And I would think to myself, like, come on now. Do you really think that I'm going to get into a random dude's car that I don't know? I don't care if you are nice, you have a nice smile, whatever. Like, this is the real world, and people don't always have good intentions. And so I just was tired of it. And so I just didn't say anything to this guy. He was like, yo, what's up? What's up? Howling out his window at me. And I just walked on by. I didn't say anything. Because I just looked at that man and I knew he was going to say something to me. I just knew it. And I ignored him. I didn't want to talk. And then he got an attitude. He was like, damn, is it a problem for a black woman to say? What does me being black have to do with anything? He was like, damn, is it a problem for a black woman to say something? I'm like, huh? Like, it's almost as if he felt that because he was black, that I owed him a conversation. Okay, so since we happen so to share a similar complexion, I owe you a conversation? Huh? Where they do that at? Where they do that at? Y'all, give this video a thumbs up if you don't understand that. If you trying to understand just like me. What? You a black man. I'm a black woman. So that means that we automatically should be friends. We automatically should just strike up a conversation. I'm on a mission, boo-boo. I'm on a mission to get my liquor and sip that shit at home. I don't want to talk to you. I don't have to talk to you. I am 25 years old. I don't owe you a damn thing. I'm a bitch because I don't want to talk to you. Who are you? You had never gave me a dime a day in your goddamn life. And I should talk to you because you black and I'm black. Huh? That I just want to say that. I'm sorry, I really got to rant out. I just really went off on a tangent. Like, I really went off. But, like, I really went off on that because it's nothing wrong with not talking. That's what I was trying to say to John A.U. Is that how you pronounce it? It's not toxic to not talk. Nope. You can be quiet. You don't have to talk. Just as long as you're doing what you need to do in your own life, then it's all good. You said, true. First time I caught your live chat, Destiny. Well, huh? I'm confused. First time you caught my live chat, Destiny. Was that the name of the live chat? Like, I'm confused. Which live chat was it? You said, LMFAO, he tried to trigger you for attention. Yeah. Honestly, yes. I think that's what it was. He just wanted attention. I guess people assume that when you throw race into it, then it's like, okay, I can get her attention if I say black woman. Like, no, I kept on walking because I did not want to talk. Like, I did not want to talk. You said preach. Thank you. I appreciate that because it's just like, listen. I just want to do my thing. I just want to go get my stuff. I'm not trying to be rude.